Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. It is February 26th. At midnight today, Marathon released two new models. Kind of new. It's the GSAR, the 41 millimeter, very popular search and rescue watch, but now with a white dial. If you recall, they did the mid-size in the white dial, and people were asking, will they do the full size in the white dial? Or, yeah, I guess this is the full size. The jumbo is like the 46, 48 millimeter one. So, yes, they have. Right now, it's just in the auto version, not in the quartz version. Will they make a quartz white version? I'm kind of guessing they will, but I guess we'll find out. But for now, I have those two to show you my own wrist check. I am doing the Islander Field Watch. I put it on this elastic strap. So cool. We are selling these now. These elastic wristbands. They're pretty awesome. Very comfortable. And then a new release from yesterday, the waffle dial. The waffle dial. Check that out. Is that beautiful? People have said, "Oh, it's like looking into a swimming pool," and I guess it is. It is mesmerizing. I really dig it. And for my shirt, I'm wearing an Island Watch sweatshirt, courtesy of one of my guys. He bought them for the team, so I feel like a team player today. It's cozy, and I'm ready to roll. Let's hit it. So Marathon dropped these two beautiful Arctic Edition GSAR watches. They are pretty much the same watch. They don't have government markings on them. They only differ in the strap or the bracelet. That's the only difference between them. Everything else that you see is pretty much the same. So I guess all things being equal, I kind of dig the way the strap contrasts against the dial. So while I fight with it to get it undone, there we go. Let's check this guy out. So I guess we'll do a rundown through the specs first. So this is the WW104006WD for white dial, known as the GSAR. It is the government search and rescue. It is an automatic. It is built to ISO 6425 standard. It's 300 meters of water resistance. It's got all the goodies on the back, and of course, being a marathon, its crowning point is the use of tritium gaseous tube light sources as the illumination on the dial. The bezel is well, we'll see the bezel when we get to the loom shot. So we have gaseous tubes on the hour, minute hand, the tip of the seconds hand, and then all the markers. The 12 o'clock is orange. The rest of them, I believe, are green, but we'll check it out when we do the night shot. So what does that mean? Well, it's filled with tritium, which is H3. You can see it under the hour hand. I think it's actually, you can see it on this one right there. It says H3 on the dial at the 9. Little radioactive symbol. So they're filled with a little bit of a radioactive gas. The gas, because it's radioactive, gives off little particles of energy. Those particles of energy collide with a phosphor coating on the inside of the glass tubes. It transfers that energy into what you perceive as visible light. Half-life is around 12 years. You could probably view it for about 20 years or so before it degrades significantly. Okay, 41 millimeters in diameter, 14 thick to a flat sapphire crystal. They do not use AR on their crystals. 48 millimeters lug tip to lug tip. Despite being a bulky watch, it is a very comfortable watch. Of course, from the side, it does give the appearance of being large. Because it's very tall, very square, but I would not say it wears tremendous at all. Nice holes for changing the strap if you want, lug holes. It is a solid screw-down case back with all the Marathon information as usual. The specs it meets, control numbers, their cage code, commercial and government entity, how much radiation it emits, or not that it emits, that it has, Swiss made, blah, 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 blah. It runs on they call it a Marathon M2 movement. So it is a Sellita SW200 that they pop in here. This guy comes on a beautiful black rubber strap that smells like vanilla. It is 300 meters of water resistance in a very nice screw down crown, like really killer. So you can pop it, unscrew it, pop it out, hand winds, hacks, change the time, change the date. Date is located between the 4 and the 5. Let's see. So, 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel. I feel they have, them in Damasco, they have some of the best bezels in the business. Best bezel action. So let's zoom in here. So what have they done? Well, they've gone with a white dial. It's very easy to read. Beautiful, full Arabic numbers. Nobody is cut off by anything. 24-hour time in the middle. Black hands. Bravo. Great idea. Black hands on a white background. That is what you should be doing with the tube in the middle, and then a red seconds hand that just simply pops, matching the red water resistance writing on the underneath. A satin chapter ring kind of completes the effect. Of course, the clasp is signed Marathon. Price, I will quote street price, $10.40 on the rubber, $12.40 on the bracelet. The bracelet is a Marathon bracelet. It has female end links for those that are keeping score, so it does fit smaller wrists quite well. Great idea there, right? Beautiful bracelet held together with screws, solid links, solid end links, of course, screws, nice clasp with a bunch of micro adjusts. I'm not, I can get it. Take it on my gloves. There it is, diver's extension hidden underneath. Okay, so like I said, $12.40 on the bracelet, but everything else about this guy is exactly the same. I think I kind of mentioned everything about it that I would want to. Yeah, so let's do some loom. Now, I like to say that with the loom, it's very difficult because tritium is loom that shows best when your eyes are adjusted to the dark and when you're in a dark place. It glows all the time. Sure, you put it next to superluminova. Superluminova kills it for like the first 10 minutes, and then superluminova really appears dead compared next to tritium. So it's usually a trick to get it to show well on camera. So I brought a black light along because that really helps to elevate it and show you how it looks. So I'm shining a black light on it, and that is what's activating the phosphor in the tubes. But this is, kind of representative of how you would see it when the lights go out. The triangle on the bezel is what they call Mariglow. That is passive luminescence, and that fades over time, and it charges every time it's lit up. But if you see if I take the black light away, you can see that. But that pip will dim over time, and then the hands will really, really take over. I have Marathons. Let's see, I have a Jumbo and I have a Navigator, and when they're on my dresser and I walk by them in the middle of the night, man, they are killing everything else that's glowing next to it. Totally, and very, very legible. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. Okay, let's take this off. So let's talk about sizing and comfort. Like I said, it's 41 millimeters, but it's a very tall watch. So you see how the lugs extend out and then the bracelet goes out because of the female end links? Very, very comfortable. I wear the Jumbo also. So guys, I wear big watches. Probably a little bit too large for my wrist, but it works. This at 41 is perfect. Plenty of room on the bracelet. Bracelet is killer long. As I've said in the past, they make an excellent bracelet. Very cozy. A lot of people are like, oh, should I get the mid-size at 36 or should I get the full size? I'm a 6 3/4 inch wrist. I'm definitely a full-size guy. Even at a 6.5 inch wrist, you might be getting close to the mid-size. But I think it's one of the biggest questions that people have, which one should they get? I'd say about 6.5 is probably where the crossover is going to happen. Because like I said, they are tall and square from the side, but when you're wearing them, they like camouflage themselves on your wrist. Very, very comfortable. And that'll do it. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you a couple of nice new Marathon Arctic watches. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Oops. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.